Hello. Where can you charge your phone? Okay. We are just checking with Miss Olga. She's saying now we are online. The problem is the sound. Let us see what is wrong with the sound. Is there any difference now? Can you hear us, Miss Olga? The sound on my side, it looks like the sound is okay. I just want to confirm with Miss Olga. There is some lag. Okay. The sound is loud and clear now. Another thing, good people, is raining here, so don't be surprised because it's raining. I think now the sound is there. Hello. No, I didn't do anything. Sorry, let me check what Miss Olga is saying. She's saying I just want to try something, just to use handsets and see if the voice can be. Hello? How is the voice now? Hello? Hello? Okay. Hello? How is my voice now? Okay, it means now my voice is clear. I think it's high time to start because on the other side Miss Olga is there to check whether everything is okay. I think we are ready now. Good evening again, good people. My name is Thabo Motsoere. I'm the person who's going to present about World Wi-Fi. I just want to apologize for the background sound because where I am now is raining. So I will also try to raise my voice so that everyone can hear me. The people are invited, even though didn't attend in numbers because of the weather. But anyway, let us continue. Another person who is invited here is Mr. Mudupi Philemon, the first evangelist, the person who inspired me, who's always behind me to see whether I'm doing everything accordingly. The man is my mentor. So I want to attend some of the questions in my presentation, especially to help new members understand more about World Wi-Fi. So first thing first, I'm going to define some concepts. If you look at the word World Wi-Fi, it's a combination of two words. World. In a simple term, you can say the earth together with its countries and people. That is the definition according to Oxford Dictionary. But looking at the word again, Wi-Fi, one can define it as a facility allowing computers, smartphones or other devices to connect to the internet or communicate with one another wirelessly within a particular area. They are communicating with one another wirelessly within a particular area. That is Wi-Fi. I hope it is loud and clear for those who don't understand the word Wi-Fi, because it's very important. That is why we are here. We are promoting Wi-Fi, not only Wi-Fi but World Wi-Fi. So there is another word that another concept that I want to shift your focus to, which is the blockchain. Blockchain, like the name indicates, is the chain of blocks that contains information. The chain of blocks that contains information. It was described by a group of researchers in 1991 and was originally intended to timestamp digital documents so that it is not possible to tamper with them. I will also keep on increasing my voice as, like I said, it's raining here, and I apologize for that because there is nothing I can do. It's Mother Nature. I want to repeat this. Blockchain, like the name indicates, is the chain of blocks that contains information. It was described by a group of researchers in 1991 and was originally intended to timestamp digital documents so that it is not possible to tamper with them. Meaning, in other words, if you want to steal or change the information, it cannot be done. It is not possible. In other words, you can trust this blockchain. In 2009, the man by the name Satoshi Nakamoto adapted it to create a digital currency called Bitcoin. We all know what is Bitcoin because it has been a long time since people are discussing about the Bitcoin. So I hope this one also is clear. In 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto adopted it to create a digital currency called Bitcoin. Moreover, blockchain is the distributed ledger that is open to anyone. Once it is recorded, it cannot be changed. Like I said, it is safe. It is protected. You cannot tamper with the information. Once it is recorded, you cannot change it. So the issue of blockchain technology, I think now it is loud and clear. If I move on, I go to how does Wi-Fi work? How does Wi-Fi works? The router is the key piece of equipment in a wireless network that physically connects to the internet by the Ethernet cable. That is how it works. I will also elaborate more on that point during my presentation. It broadcasts the high frequency radio signal that carries data to and from the internet. I repeat again. It broadcasts the high frequency radio signal that carries data to and from the internet. Those transmissions are known as upstream and downstream activity. Now I'm smiling because it looks like the rain, the sound of the rain now is coming down. I hope my voice is still there. And another point that I want us to look at it is where this thing called Wi-Fi comes from. Who invented it? Okay, the man by the name Vic Hayes chaired the IEEE committee that created the 802.11 standards in 1997. That is why he is known as the father of Wi-Fi. He is known as the father of Wi-Fi. Why? Because the man chaired the IEEE committee, meaning he was the leader, in other words. They were working as a team. One may ask, what is 802.11 standards? 802.11 standards is a radio frequency used for broadcasting Wi-Fi signal. used for broadcasting Wi-Fi signal. Then we continue. We look at another point, or we sum up those definitions by this question: what is really Wi-Fi? World Wi-Fi. Therefore, what is World Wi-Fi? Is the blockchain service network with home routers and hotspots around the world, creating a shortcut between advertisers and their target audience. It creates shortcuts, meaning we have two scenarios here. We have advertisers trying to advertise their businesses. So how they are going to advertise their businesses? They need internet, they need Wi-Fi to do that. So if I continue, I will go to another point. Why is World Wi-Fi unique and why it is important? The founders owned existing businesses at Renta and Radius Wi-Fi, whose hotspots will be integrated into the World Wi-Fi platform. It creates an opportunity for advertisers to create targeted advertising. If I may repeat it, I'm saying it creates an opportunity for advertisers to create targeted advertising. It has a unique referral program for router owners. It has a unique referral program for router owners. Users get free internet after watching the ads. I hope I'm answering some of the questions along the way. So I will keep on emphasizing some of the points so that they are more clearer. If I go back a little bit on those points, if I go back, I said it has a unique referral program for routers owners. Users get free internet after watching the ads, meaning the only way that you can get the free internet, you need to watch those ads. Those ads comes from whoever is advertising, those companies that are advertising through World Wi-Fi. World Wi-Fi combines market for a global Wi-Fi network and digital advertising market. On coming to security, safety and security, one may ask how secure I am with World Wi-Fi. You don't need to worry yourself. You are secure. We are not talking about a small business here. We are talking about a big company. We are talking about experts. We are talking about people who know what they are doing. In other words, your data is safe. Cyber attacks and personal data theft cannot happen with members of World Wi-Fi. Why? Because they use advanced technology and personnel people who are equipped with technology, who are qualified, in other words, who knows exactly what is needed when it is needed. So if we carry on, meaning your data is safe. You don't need to panic, worrying yourself about your data. You see, if you are going to be a member of World Wi-Fi, you are secure. So that one, it is very important. That is why I keep on repeating it. It is very important. Okay. When we look again on how does it works, when users connect to the network, the router creates wireless network that becomes a public access point, in other words, hotspot. One may ask, hotspot, meaning you can connect without password, you can connect without paying anything because it is hotspot. You just connect. The owner can, if I go a little bit back, the owner can set the rules of his public network, including speed, number of connections, number of ads to be viewed, and so on. Meaning, who is in charge is the owner of the router. He is in charge. The more ads the user views, the higher the income for router owner. Who is working for who? In other words, those who owns routers have advantage of even making money, literally making money. So what you need to do is just to buy a router. I will also come to that point. What is important here is the ads. You need to view those ads. It's a must. It's like the key. That is your stepping stone to wherever you want to go. If you want to Google something or go to Facebook, the first thing you need to view the ads. That is how the network or World Wi-Fi is working. Entrepreneurs or those who are in business and internet service providers will also benefit from World Wi-Fi platform. In other words, they are also included. They are not going to be kicked out of the business or a market. They will be allowed to provide free. They will be also allowed to provide free Wi-Fi platform. They are not going to be kicked out of the market, as I have indicated. In the end, is the win-win situation for everyone, meaning you are all invited. It is not about businessmen and women. It's not about individuals. It's about everyone. What matters is to follow rules and regulations of World Wi-Fi. If I continue, we also move to the referral program. This one is the core, because why I'm saying is the core, it unleashes the true power of World Wi-Fi. For example, if you invite a person with your referral link, you will receive an additional 25% of their revenue in the first level. You see now, it comes back to the point I indicated earlier, that the more the ads you view, the more the money the router owner will get. Here it is clear, you will get 25% of the revenue in the first level. If that person, the same person you invited, if that person you invited invites someone else, you will receive 6.25% of their revenue. That is the second level. That is the second level. I hope even members are not surprised of this information, because the information is there in our website. We have everything there. If you have a root invite, you can have it all, meaning you can get 100% of your revenue. Wow, I like it. I like the sound of it. I like the sound of it. So you will get 100% of the revenue. So let us continue. I hope many answers has been answered. So if I continue, I will jump to the stage where I will also try to answer some of the questions that I got through Miss Olga from our members and non-members via social media. The first question somebody asked, how do I look up my investment and how much is for the service? So if you reflect back to the presentation, you will find that some of the questions are already has been already attended to, but I will entertain that. The answer for this question, to clarify that this is a World Wi-Fi program. The question was saying, how do I look up my investment and how much is for the service? To clarify that this is a World Wi-Fi program where people upon registration qualify for free Wi-Fi, and on top of that use their routers to monetize the platform through watching advertisements. Let me repeat the answer again. The question states, how do I look up my investment and how much is for the service? Like I said, to clarify that this is a World Wi-Fi program where people upon registration qualify for free Wi-Fi, and on top of that use their routers to monetize the platform through watching advertisements. They are using their routers, meaning you must buy the router. You must buy the router from World Wi-Fi. They are the ones who will provide you with the router. Then you will be instructed how to install it. And another question, I hope that one it is okay. Another question, looking at my record, somebody asked, any updates for the ambassador manual? Meaning the person is interested in World Wi-Fi to the extent of becoming an ambassador. Updates for ambassadors are sent directly to the ambassador through pinned messages via the ambassador's Telegram group or via emails, because as an ambassador, the company knows you, meaning there is a form of communication between you and them. So the updates, you will get the updates directly from the head office. And another question, how do I have to pay for using World Wi-Fi? How do I have to pay for using World Wi-Fi? Maybe one can also ask, how much must I pay? If I rephrase the question, how much must I pay for using World Wi-Fi? So you don't have to pay anything to use World Wi-Fi. You don't have to pay anything. Good people, this is an opportunity. You are not going to be charged for using World Wi-Fi. Yours is to buy a router. It is to buy a router. You must buy a router specified before by a World Wi-Fi. Meaning, that is the way that you are going to get the Wi-Fi. If I remind you, remember, here we have two people. The person who buys the router and ordinary man out there who connects from the same router that was bought by his neighbor or the next person. And the owner is going to make money just for providing that member with Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi. So the question is, it is answered now. You are not going to pay anything for using the router. The router, you buy the router, but Wi-Fi is free. All you need to do is just to connect. How do I have to pay for using World Wi-Fi? So it is answered. If we go to the next question, how long or how much is the subscription fee that it is required for members? Or if I may put it like this, is there any subscription fee? The answer is no. There is no subscription fee for now that we are aware of, meaning you are not paying anything until further notice. So we are guided by our leaders. So it is also answered. Somebody may ask another question, is this a scam? How can it be a free service? How do you benefit from such a thing? There is nothing for free in this world. It sounds too good to be true. Maybe one may say that. I'm sorry, the rain is coming again, but I will try to raise my voice. So it is too true to be good. I will say to such a member, this is not a scam. It is not a scam at all. If it was a scam, there could be a positive reviews from ordinary people outside the framework of World Wi-Fi project. And for more information, I will request from the same member to go and search World Wi-Fi reviews from internet, from Google. That is where he will find almost everything. Because good people, we cannot lie to people. We cannot come and impose whatever you have, thinking people will believe in it. But knowing exactly that it is not legit. So with World Wi-Fi, I can guarantee you, this is not a scam. This is a real business. This is a real thing. So you are in a good hands. Another question. I think this one, I attended it earlier, where the other member was asking how much he will get. If I can clarify or elaborate more concerning the question, I will say, if you want to count your money, how much you are going to make money with World Wi-Fi, it depends entirely on the number of ads, impressions, the number of routers, the number of users, and the number of times the users uses internet per day. You see, it's just like that. It is connected just like that. That is how you can make more money. I would like to repeat this because it is very important. How much money am I going to make if I wanted to be a member and I want to own a router in the World Wi-Fi? The answer for you is this. It depends entirely on the number of the ads impressions. That is the first point. The second point, the number of routers you have. The third point, the number of users and the number of times the users uses internet per day. By the number of users, meaning you must be smart enough to connect more people. It goes without saying. Connect more people. This is for free. It is not only for you alone. It is for the world. That is why we call it World Wi-Fi. Free World Wi-Fi. So how do I cash it out? One may ask, yes, I hear you. I'm going to make money. Then at the end, how will I see and get my money in my pocket? It is also simple, via the following wallets. WeToken. One may ask, what is WeToken? For you to know about this one, you need to be a member. You need to be registered. So after watching this presentation, I'm sure you will follow World Wi-Fi. You will be registered today. At the end of this live stream, you will go to a registered member. That is where you will get a link. Then you will be registered. It is something that can take you 2 minutes. It's not going to waste your time. I mentioned the following wallet: WeToken, MasterCard or Visa, and Ethereum. Those who are equipped with knowledge of cryptocurrency, like my mentor, Mr. Philemon, I think you know what we are talking about when we say Ethereum and those digital currencies. With WeToken, if I just give a short summary about it, it is another coin that is found with World Wi-Fi. It is private, meaning World Wi-Fi owns it. It belongs to World Wi-Fi. That is why I'm saying, for you to know more about these things, be a member, register today. So another question that is so interesting. Somebody asked, what are the steps, or what must I do to become an evangelist? What must I do? Those are the steps. Fortunately enough, one of the first evangelists is invited in this presentation. So I'm going to give him, to hand over to him, just to elaborate more about him. I want him to give us a personal experience. How did he make it this far? Who is he? Let me give it over to him. Mr. Philemon Mudupi, you are invited. This is your time. I would like you to take over. So since the sound is the problem, I would like to give him everything. He is next to me. Thank you.
Hello world. Good people, I am invited by Ambassador Thabo Motsoere, and I just want to elaborate on what an evangelist is. I'm very proud to say that I made history. History was in the making and I made it. I'm very proud of World Wi-Fi. And again, I'm very proud of my ambassador here, because we normally work together. Now, if you want to be an evangelist, you cannot become an evangelist if you are not fully registered via the referral link of someone who is registered in the system. So the first thing, you become a member, and secondly, you need to progress from your initial step and then become an ambassador. Now, on the ambassador stage, you need to work. There is nothing for free like free Wi-Fi. Now, what we need to do, you need to work your way up. Work is that we shall bring you to an evangelist. Now, there are points that an ambassador scores. If you score 15 points and have a live stream and have events, then you will qualify to become an evangelist. And in order to be a true evangelist, you have to make sure that everything that is written in the rules and the criteria of being an evangelist are met. So everything depends entirely on you. Now, I just want to hand back to my ambassador so that he can sum up. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Philemon. Good people, we also have Mr. Lesonono here. I would like you to just have a look. This is a young man inspired by World Wi-Fi, following World Wi-Fi. As I speak, the man is registered with World Wi-Fi, and there are people registered under him, and he's not just ordinary member, he is ambassador. He is also ambassador, and I'm happy to have him. I don't know whether there is anything he wants to say. Okay, it seems like the man will say something one day. So we are happy members, always recruiting. I don't know, Miss Olga, on your side, whether we covered almost everything. But anyway, good people, I would like to take this moment to give thanks to Mrs. Olga, the brain behind the machine. She is the one who is always pushing us to work. With world Wi-Fi, the world will be wireless. The world will be wireless. Or can we say the future is wireless? So we have very important people when you look at the structure of world Wi-Fi. I just want to mention this team because we are where we are because of their dedication and hard work. And I also want to apologize before I do that. I'm not going to say their surnames. You know why? They are not easily, I cannot pronounce them correctly. So pardon me. The first member I want to say thank you, or to send the gratitude to, are the following. Yen. He is co-founder and CEO. Another member is Dimitri, Chief Operation Officer. Yen, co-founder. Cameroon, also co-founder. Alicia, Marketing and PR in North America. Team CBDO. Harry, Technical Director. Gupta, Big Data Strategy. Limbani, App Developer. Kashin, CTO and Strategy. Jagadish, Big Data Expert. Anastasia, Marketing and PR. Dimitri, Advisor, one of the first developers of 802.11 Wi-Fi protocol. I like the sound of it. Fred, Advisor, Executive in largest telecom operators. Theory, Advisor, Yakub, Media Advisor. Lastly but not least, Miss Olga, my favorite, number one, the brain behind. I also want to say thank you million times. The team, you are really making a serious work. Yesterday I was in Kwakwa. It is in my region, Free State. I didn't leave Kwakwa without saying a word about World Wi-Fi. Today I was in Vicksburg. It's the next town next to mine. I didn't leave that town without marketing World Wi-Fi. So the slogan is simple. Go out there, spread the word about World Wi-Fi. With World Wi-Fi, the future is wireless. With World Wi-Fi, we are going to address the problem with economy. We are going to address many things. We are going to address poverty. We are going to change people's life. We are going to change the education system. Many things are going to be changed because everything is going digital. So I'm very happy to be part of this motion, to be part of this project. I'm very, very grateful, and I don't know if you allow me. I just want to see whether on the other side I can see Miss Olga, just to check whether we are allowed to close or we missed important points or not. But this far, I think we covered most of the things. So my ambassador next to me will just check whether Miss Olga on the other side she's still connected, and what is more that we need to provide with. For audience, I also want to apologize because of the climate. Like I said, it's raining here. For new members out there who are watching this, you are lucky. That's all I can say. You are lucky, and this opportunity that is given to you, please use it wisely. The first step that you need to do from now on, talk to us. Check Facebook, check Twitter, social media in general, and see what is needed from you. So like I said, if you want to be a member, you need somebody's link to register to become a member, and use social media to get hold of us. I would also like to leave my number here with you. I don't mind. My number is 07804111694. That is my personal number. So another thing, let me give my evangelist next to me just to say important things before we close. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. There are some questions from people around the globe. So the first question that we need to attend to is this one. How do I sign up? How do I sign up with World Wi-Fi? You need to get a person who is registered and get a link and then sign up. You use your email and your password. And another question is, will you create your own hotspot in Africa? As you are listening to us, we are in Africa. We are in South Africa. So already we are having hotspots. So that means Africa is also part of this evolution. I think the other question that needs to be looked at is, how do I look up my investment and how much is the service? Mr. Thabo has already touched on the service. But what I need to clarify here is that there are no investment. This is not an investment. It is a project which is to provide people with free Wi-Fi and thus connecting the whole world. The need is to connect the whole world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, to become an evangelist is already set. Then I will hand back to Mr. Thabo. I think all the questions are answered. And how long is the subscription? Subscription, you subscribe, there is no term for subscription. As long as you are a member and as long as you adhere to the conditions and regulations of World Wi-Fi, you will remain being a World Wi-Fi member. Thank you. Now let Mr. Thabo conclude.
Thank you very much, Mr. Philemon. Good people, I don't know whether everything was clear or not, but I believe everything was clear. And for more information or to get hold of us, I mentioned my numbers, and my email again is MTS. I hope somebody's writing MTS MOTSOERE@gmail.com. mtsmotsoere@gmail.com. That is my personal email. So, good people, it goes without saying, we are changing the future. We are changing the future with World Wi-Fi, and we want you to be part of the change. I invite you to be part of the change. So sign up today and become a member. We are here for you. World Wi-Fi is here for you. So we will keep on working together. And lastly, I want to apologize again for the weather. No wonder why we were struggling to connect, but finally we managed. Meaning, with World Wi-Fi, such problems will be a history, because everything will be connected. Starting from your smartphone, everyone will be connected. So I would like to call it a day by stopping or closing this live stream with their slogan. Together with people who are invited here, we want to say, with World Wi-Fi, the world will be wireless. The future will be wireless. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, the world, bye-bye. That's it.
Stop stream.